Cause how you walking with a lion got me feeling like Micah. I've been on the way to team on my back like a biker. Shorty want me with a star, but you lucky if I invite you. We can take it to the next spot. They yelling like Prescott. Everybody like, there ain't no breaks, no rest stop. We tryna get your head chopped. The whole club yelling. Everybody.
Here we go. Victory Formation Podcast. It's your favorite host, Prescott, and your favorite other host, Eddie. Eddie, tell the people how you feel.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the podcast.
That's how we do. Dallas Cowboys.
Here we go.
Slow time, off season, but it's never slow for the Dallas Cowboys. We always stay in the news.
Never slow for the brand, right?
Man, we do our best. It's one of those things that statement they say. There's no bad news or whatever. All news is good news, no matter what it is.
There's no bad press kind of thing.
Yeah, whatever it is, as long as we stand on your brain, we live rent free. And a lot of Philadelphia Eagles fans and Giants and Washington C-word fans, we live rent free in their head.
Oh yeah.
The only time I think about them is when we play them that week. Other than that, I hardly ever think about them.
Oh, they never
think about us all the time.
The only time they're not thinking about us is when we beat them, and they just don't want to think about us for a week. That's all it is.
Man.
They just pretend.
That's how it is. So, springtime. Spring is in the air. The pollen is out to get us. So, what kind of news we got going on in the Cowboys world? You heard anything interesting this week?
Not really. I haven't really heard too much. I mean, there's been some rumblings and some things I think you brought up. A signing here or two. Very slow.
Oh yeah, man. Everyone's famous Tyron Smith replacement. He got re-signed.
Don't say it.
Your friend and mine.
Don't say it.
The podcast, Chuma Edoga.
Oh Lord.
Big dog. Re-signed for 1 year. Man, we need him, man. Who else is gonna block? Who else is gonna get Dak killed from the left side? That's a hard thing to do. To get Dak killed from the left side. And he's the man for the job.
It's like last year they were like, you try to kind of use him against Steele, like, hey Steele, we got this other dude that we can plug in at right tackle, and Steele was like, go ahead. Go ahead.
Steele should be better, removed from his injury. He should be a lot better with off season. Get back his lateral quickness, hips. Do we still have La'el Collins? Is he still on the roster?
I was looking the other day. I don't think that we have him. I think it was just like a 1 year where we picked him up, but
okay,
he's still a free agent though.
To finish out the year. Because I'll take him over Chuma Edoga.
Oh yeah.
Because at least I know he's gonna keep Dak happy. Because him and Dak was real tight. Because both of them from Louisiana. Because he's from LSU, Dak's from Houghton, Louisiana. So they were real tight when he was here. Then they shipped him off because he started to suck. But then
injuries,
he's
money.
Back now.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yep. We'll see. I mean, we got a slight rebuild going on in my head. It really is. But
I think so too. It's like they're trying to rebuild, but they have too many good players to rebuild that they haven't gotten rid of.
I don't know. I think of it. I was thinking about it the other day. It's like I don't know if like the bigger department stores like Nordstrom's, right? Mm-hmm. Like they had some years where they kind of had to take a step back and kind of reevaluate what they were doing, but they never said, "Hey, we're in rebuild mode and we're tearing everything down and we're going to restart everything." But we're the Dallas Cowboys. We're not going to do that. We're not going to say we're rebuilding. We're just going to. It's gonna be behind the scenes, and things are going to happen, and hearts are going to be broken, and people are going to be questioning. But before you know it, we'll be back.
Well, I was broke. I couldn't go to Nordstrom, so I'm thinking on the lines of Kmart, red light specials, those type of stores. I shopped in Kmart. Before Walmart was big.
I had
Kmart.
I had my fair share. I had my fair share of school clothes on layaway there. Man, believe me, I grew up.
You can't trick us, Eddie. You shopping at Nordstrom and Macy's. Payless.
Don't make me get my mom on this podcast. She'll tell you how it really works.
But you know who can't afford to shop at Nordstrom's and Macy's?
Who?
DaRon Bland.
Yeah, you can.
So, for a lot of people who don't know, to combat, because a lot of players started coming in and performing great, like late round players, like fourth round and later, they would come in and make good contributions, kind of like Dak did his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't get paid that much, maybe $2 million for their whole contract. So they're making like $400,000 to $600,000 a year, which isn't chump change. But in the NFL, it might seem to be chump change. But if you're like DaRon Bland and you're still on your rookie contract, but you make all pro and breaking records, they have this system where they give you the NFL gives you money. It's not part of your contract. It's not like you know how like Tyron Smith with the Jets, he signed.
Every player
$20 million.
Every single player in the NFL gets performance bonus.
Yes. Yep. And so it's like Tyron Smith had it in his contract. His contract can go up to $20 million, but basically it's a $6 million contract. But if he plays percentage, he gets more and more, and he has the potential to earn $20 million. But besides that, in the contract, NFL, because like for instance, there was a joke. Aaron Rodgers got an $81 check. I saw that in the news. He got an $81 check because of the few minutes he played in that first game. I don't know how. $81 he got a check for. He even showed it. And DaRon Bland got $750,000 because he made first team All Pro, led the league in interceptions, made Pro Bowl, broke the record. So based off productivity and how much you get paid, you can get a nice a chunk of change. That got it his first year when him and Zeke tore the league up and they were trying to fight for offensive rookie of the year.
Yep.
They both got some extra money, but if you're a first rounder, you really don't get that much. It's all about depending on your pay around you. So he made more in that one check than he made all year playing. And crazy. So I like that for him. So now he can go to Nordstrom's and Macy's. No more Kmart, Red Light Special, pay less.
I don't know, man. He's still on that rookie contract. He's going to go to Nordstrom Rack. He's going to go to Ross.
Nordstrom Rack, probably. Yeah, man. Man, now he can get some cheese on his burger.
There you go.
Tell Chipotle, put a little guac on there.
Yeah,
it's all good.
I mean,
so
we also
the crazy.
Yeah, we also signed somebody, right? I mean, there was also a big trade in the NFL.
Oh yeah, big trade, which I kind of hate. I mean, I love the trade, but I kind of hate it because they're going to our cross-state rivals, Houston Texans, Stephon Diggs. They traded him. Now Buffalo has to eat like a $31 million dead cap number for trading him. Because they restructured him, $31 million. He's the biggest non-quarterback dead money right now in the NFL. I think Russell Wilson has the lead, but he's part of Houston.
You've been in locker rooms before. I mean, it doesn't even have to be locker room. Think about it as like a family party. That one cousin or that one aunt or uncle that's just disgruntled. They're upset about something. They didn't get the gift they wanted, or their white elephant gift. Somebody tricked them. So somebody's angry and they're sitting over in the corner on the couch, and the vibe is bringing down the party, right?
Yeah,
that's exactly what he was doing in Buffalo. We had the same thing with Amari. We had the same thing with Dez. I mean, that's what happens with these guys. Yeah. It's fresh. That trade allowed him to go somewhere he wanted. Allowed the team to heal. It made Houston better. I mean, it's all good for everybody around. It was good for the league. The league makes more money now because everybody's going to be buying Diggs Houston jerseys. And
I don't know why it's usually wide receivers, though. But
because they're the divas, right? They're the divas.
I'm kind of upset because now it seems like they turned their team around in 2 years, something we haven't been able to do in 30 years. But they turned their team around. So now they have Diggs. They have Nico Collins, who was legit. Tank Dell, who was a rookie, but he was legit. They still have
they got Brown, they got Schultz.
Eddie's adopted son, Noah Brown. And then they got
I don't dislike him. I think people give him too much shit like Cedric Wilson. Like they're like, oh my god,
200 yard. He had an almost 200-yard game last year, and I'm like, where was this at when he played for us? Like he had a huge game one game when there was injuries, and then of course it's Schultz. But they still have the running back.
No, they did. They traded Singletary. They have
Singletary
now.
No. It was the other guy who was a starter. Man, I can't remember his name.
You're talking about the kid the rookie from the year before that. Singletary
the second year running back.
But no, they traded for the running back from Cincinnati. So he, what's his name? The dude that punched that girl on the subway. Joe Mixon.
Dameon Pierce, that was his name.
Yeah,
that's who they got.
Dameon Pierce isn't going to see any snaps over Mixon. I'll tell you that right now.
But Mixon gets hurt, so it might be all right. And then their defenses are legit because they had DeMeco Ryans from the 49ers, and that was kind of so. Oh man.
Yeah,
they got Stingley.
They're all right.
They're good, but
Very good.
I think we played them this year too.
Yeah, we do.
And so we'll see how it goes. But that was a big move for him. I like the move. I just don't like that it was to Houston, a crosstown rival. I don't want to see them get better. As long as it's not like it's 3 teams I don't want to see get better at all. Our NFC East people. And then I don't want to see Houston get better only because now they're gonna start saying, "Oh, now Houston." JJ Watt already said it. "Oh, Houston's the best team in Texas now." They haven't done a single thing.
I wonder how many clicks he got on that. Stay relevant.
Yeah.
Stay relevant, JJ.
Yeah. It's not like he doesn't have enough money. But anyway.
You can go join the.
I think that's the biggest news. But the biggest news this week, biggest news. It should have led SportsCenter. I don't know why. But the Dallas mayor is saying that he wants Kansas City Chiefs to come to Dallas because the voters voted down the taxpayer renovation for the stadium. So he said, "Don't do that. Come to Dallas, and we'll take care of you."
It's funny.
So that's the biggest news of the day.
Yeah, that's not going to
Chiefs
happen.
moving, so we can have Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott every Sunday.
That's funny.
We have somebody playing in Texas.
I think
like how they do it in LA or New York, sharing a stadium. Somebody's always playing.
Jerry would catch that moving bus at the border of Texas. He would never make it.
Oh man,
I'll tell you that right now. But
so that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
That's all the big news I have.
So
let's see.
It was a slow week.
Yeah, it is, man.
But hey, you know what? My favorite time of year is coming. This is Christmas for me. We got
the draft. Is it the 25th?
Like that, yeah. I know it's always the last week of
So we got 1, 2, 3 more weeks. So what we're gonna do is turn it over to our resident draft guru, Eddie, the Guru Chavez, and he is going to break down who the Cowboys should. How are we going to be successful in this draft? We don't want last year. See, we didn't have this pod last year. If we did, then Eddie would have told them, "Do not take Motzi, do not take Schoon."
We would have never thought about him, right?
Great.
Hey.
But we didn't have the pod, so it's our fault. We take responsibility for them drafting Motzi and Schoon. This year, we're going to do better.
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. We'll take a little bit of ownership on that last. But hey, in the pod,
Bill McClay.
I mean, not in the pod, in the Discord. We've, it's been about 3 years since we've been in there, and every year we do a mock draft for the Cowboys and try to see how many people can
competition
come close to it. And I think the closest, last year Devin, he I think he picked 2. Yeah, I think he hit 2.
Yeah, I mean, he got two picks right.
Same round too. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I told him he needs to play the lottery.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very hard to do.
But yeah, this time of year, for the last couple months, people spend hours on TikTok and Instagram and all this shit. I do mock drafts. I mean, that's my jam. I do it. I take, I don't know what it is. I drive myself crazy through these, but I figured, hey, let's do one on the pod. Let's see how my mind works with this. If I was a GM, there's different ways that I attack them when I do. I don't want to say attack because it's not really. I'm just playing a game. But my strategy when it comes up is I have to think: am I going to take any of the trades that come around? Because I'm a big trade down guy. You get more value trading down instead of up, unless there's a player that you absolutely can't pass up. So like
Morris Claiborne.
Yeah, there you go. Or Zeke, right? You gotta pick him up.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna share here. Let's do this. I'm gonna share what I do on a normal basis. And we're not going to go through all 7 rounds. We'll go through.
Yeah, you can. Let's just do the first 3.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah, let's just do the first 3, and then we can say the rest for next week. But
yeah, well, I
also had this thing that I pulled up.
Go ahead.
On a Blogging the Boys, they had a conglomerate of 40 different mock drafts across big stuff. So I'll tell you who they had us drafting. So you can go ahead. Who got drafted the most in all these mock drafts?
Yeah, okay. Give me an idea of what they think. So this is what I do every time. I pull up Pro Football Network or PFN. There's 5 or 6 of these mocks that you can do. The absolute best one that people think, has the highest grades is PFF. But PFF, you can only do one a day, or else, or you have to start paying for it. And I'm not going to pay anything. Yeah. So PFN.
So PFF, if you hear us, we need a sponsor. Give us a sponsor, a free link, and
unlock it for us, right? So we can.
Yeah, we'll blast it all over the podcast. Get you some business.
There you go. So the PFN, when you just go to the mock draft simulator, and it asks you, you can choose how many teams you want, how many rounds you want to do, how fast you want. I always leave it on fast. You can leave it on normal if you really want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just select Dallas. Let's select 3 rounds, and we'll enter this draft. And this is what it's going to do. What's going to happen is right away it's going to start the draft for me. So let me hide this real quick. So right now, it did all the picks from 1 through 23 already automatically, and it looks like Caleb went 1.
Quick, let's look at the top 10 real quick. Yeah.
Caleb went 1. I mean, that's normal. I haven't seen anything. This pick right here is flip flops all the time. It flips flops from Jaden and McCarthy. Or Drake May every single time I see it. So it's always 3 quarterbacks. Sometimes it's 4 quarterbacks in a row. And I keep saying that this pick right here, if the Cardinals
get traded,
they're going to trade this pick because the Chargers are going to pick a lineman. They're not going to pick a receiver. I mean, that's what what's our coach's name? Fucking dude, Harbaugh. Harbaugh lives off of the offensive line. That's what he's always been known for. So they're going to pick an offensive lineman there. So there's going to be 3 quarterbacks, and then the Cardinals are going to trade. Somebody's going to trade here and pick a quarterback here. So it'll be 4 or 5 quarterbacks in a row. The receivers are all gone. Neighbors right above Odunze. We knew the tackles. The really good tackles got taken. Fontenot and Fuaga.
We need one of those.
Mims was somebody that's been mocked to us a lot, and then it looks like Brian Thomas went high.
Oh man, he went high.
Real high.
I seen him to us in a few of them.
So now we're at 24. Now I got to think. Okay, what am I going to do? This I have to put my mind into not only the scout's mind, but what are we going to do with our offensive line? Are we going to move?
Yeah.
Are we going to move Tyler to tackle?
They better not.
So let's think of the strategy before we even start right now. I'm of the mindset that we should move him, but
really?
Because I think it's going to because we have Bass sitting on the bench, we need to get him in the game, right? I mean, a rookie. I mean, he's got a year of experience. He's really strong. He's very good. I think that he should be one of our guards. So I think that we should move Tyler to tackle, play Bass at guard, draft a center. Well, if we don't, then we're going to have to draft a tackle and a center, right? And have Bass on our.
See, and the only reason I'm against that is I believe, like, if Tyler Smith was just good, I would do that. But I believe he has potential to be all pro at guard. That's why I wouldn't do
he does. He's a road grader. But right now we don't have
If he was just average to above average, I'd be like, move him to left tackle, put Bass in that guard. But I think he has a chance to be like, not necessarily
keep it that way.
Zach Martin level, but I think he can be an all pro at guard, and that's why.
Well, let's keep it. Well, then we'll leave it that as you whispered in Will McClay's ear. You're like, hey, Will, leave Tyler at guard because he's a road grader. Let's pick a tackle and roll the dice on finding a center later, because that's what we'll do. So what's available right now?
So who you taking?
The best center in the game, Cooper DeJean. I have a hard time passing him up every time I see him. The reason why, and let me.
A safety?
No. He's not a safety. Sure? He's not a safety. He's a corner. But listen to my mindset here. Our team is a brand. We're not a team. We're not competing with the NFL anymore. We're trying to sell tickets and sell jerseys and everything because that's what we do. But Jerry sees a young white kid that there hasn't been a cornerback that is that flavor in a long, long time.
Jason Sehorn. Yep.
Cooper DeJean is this guy. Do you know how many jerseys he would sell if he was a Cowboy? So I'm just thinking that out loud. That's me thinking out loud. There no way in shape or form am I saying please pick this dude. But somebody's gonna get a kid.
We should not pick him. We're
not gonna draft him here. So we're at either JPJ because that's who in my heart I'd really want. But for some reason I think that the Cowboys are gonna pass on that. And that because he wasn't a visit. He hasn't been a visit. A top 30 visit. So some of the top 30 visits are, we brought Barton in, we didn't even bring Salamadia in, man. This kid is amazing. With the length of his arms, I think he's got the longest of the tackles. And I would pick Sweat every single time if I could right here, but I know they're never going to do that. So
yeah, they think that's just too much of a quote unquote reach at 24.
So I think right now the safest pick would be JPJ because he matches everything that we want, and we don't want him going to the Eagles or somebody that needs him.
Ding ding ding. So according to this, out of the 40 mock drafts they did, he was picked the most. He had 10 of them. Out of 40, he was in 10 mock drafts
because he matches everything that we need, right? So we didn't even think. I didn't even think to see what we were offered. I should have looked at that before. But we'll look at this pick, this trade offer. Minnesota's offering us 108, 129, a third, and a fourth for our 56.
That's tempting.
It is, but it isn't because we have so many holes and we don't have any draft picks.
Yeah, I'm about to say they won't do that. We had three. Because, McCarthy's
if we had 2 4th-round picks, I'd say maybe, but not this.
Yeah.
So that's the only ones.
McCarthy's lame duck, so he's not going to do that.
So let's reject it.
He's not going to help the next coach.
So I kind of take a look real quick to kind of see who got picked behind us, after us.
Tyler Guyton. He was. I just saw him picked. He was number 2.
Yeah. I don't know why though, man. He's only started 14 games out of his whole collegiate career, all at right tackle. Why would we bring him in to play left tackle? It doesn't make any sense.
Because you know who. Yeah, but
don't compare him to the Lord Tyron because he was in the he was a freaking nature. Yeah, he was a child. He was a man.
They made him in the lab,
but he had a lot of games experience.
Did Tyler Smith play? Yeah, how many games did Tyler Smith play? Wasn't he just like a green?
He was a tackle.
Green.
He played tackle for 2 years.
Yeah. He was a tackle for 2 years. Okay.
He had bad holding problem at left tackle.
Yeah, he had a lot of and when he got drafted, and I looked into it, a lot of the people I trusted said the same thing. He did, but he didn't get coached up to not hold. They said once he gets to the NFL, they will coach him to not hold. And sure enough, his holding problems went away. He turned into a great pick.
He had to play left tackle that year for 13 games. They didn't think he was going to do it. And he was a Pro Bowler. So,
yep.
So yeah, these guys all got picked.
So Mims is gone. Guyton is gone.
Ray Benson's gone. Jet is gone.
Fuaga.
Fuaga got picked in the first.
He's gone. J.C.
Latham's gone. He got picked in the first 2.
Jordan Morgan?
Morgan has not yet.
Okay, so that was the last tackle they had on the list of out of the 40 that Blogging the Boys did. He was the last tackle available. The most common, not on the offensive, like the first 5 people were on the offensive line. That's who they determined that the Cowboys are going to pick in the first is an offensive lineman. And then the first person that's not an offensive lineman was Brian Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
Wide receiver. And then the only defensive player on this list was Latu. He was the only defensive player out of all 40 who got drafted.
He's the edge from Washington, right?
Yeah, just as edge. It didn't say the team.
He's like he's a tweener for me. Like he can go high in the teens, or he can go like in the middle of the second. Every time it's like the right team has to grab him, and I think it's like one of those teams like the Dolphins that need an edge. That are when they come up, he just screams, "You need to pick me." But the other day I did this And Malachi Corley is somebody that I would cherish to pick. If we could pick any receiver out of anywhere, I don't know if you've ever seen this kid. Have you ever seen him?
I have not. Nah. What's good about him?
I don't know. Let's see.
What's the guy who you were really high on? That's like the country guy you were talking about.
That's Leggett. The guy from South Carolina.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Yeah,
him.
He was
what round is he set?
He already went. He's I think we could get him in the third, maybe.
He's going to be in the first 2 rounds?
I don't know why. Sometimes when you do these, a PFN's kind of way off. Like, you'll do one, and the guys that you want will just fall. And then the next time you do this, all the guys have been where they were drafted in the. It doesn't make any sense. It's like why all over the place. That's why I think this is more like video game-ish. This isn't realistic. That's why, but it's fun to do, right?
This Corley guy, he's so old though. He's already 22 years old.
Have you seen him? Well, if you see one, that's why I wanted to pull this up just for a second here. Is that how I spell his name? M-A-L-A?
M-A-L-A-C-H-I.
It's not Ross.
C-O-R-L-E-Y.
There he is.
C-O-R-L-E-Y.
I just want you to see something real quick. You can still see these, right?
Yeah, I can still see
Let's just see for a second.
Let's see what he's working with. Man, you got commercials on YouTube. What's going on, man? Get some. You gotta get some YouTube Premium.
Oh, I'm skipping it on the wrong screen. Okay, here we go. Check this kid out for just 1 second. Watch Get off me. Tell me this is not Debo.
It depends who they're playing. Louisiana Tech. I went to Louisiana Tech, so I got my degree.
Did he?
We suck at football, so that doesn't count. Man, look how little that guy is. He just ran him over.
This guy, what they're saying is, this guy's Debo 2.0, but younger on a rookie contract. So, yeah. Really? So if we could get him in the second, it would be absolutely amazing. Him and CD would be ridiculous. But okay, let's jump back into it right here. So we picked.
Oh, are you picking a quarterback?
No, picking a quarterback? No, he's just the first one left. So we picked JPJ. Yeah. Now we're at 56.
Yep.
Now we think, okay, we got our center. Here's our needs: tackle, center, linebacker, running back.
Linebacker.
I'm not picking Panic.
Gotta go linebacker. Unless it's a ridiculously good running back, we gotta go linebacker.
So my pick every single time when I get here is my boy, Peyton Wilson. Peyton Wilson, I know he has some injury history, but if you take a second, not only just watching this highlight tape, but watching like the all 22 and really watching his feet, his footwork, he just gets the ball. He's just one of those kids that just, for some reason, he gets the ball every time. So Peyton Wilson.
What's his RAS score?
Oh, he was in the 9s.
That ridiculous athleticism. That's one thing our team does go by. They do the high athleticism.
And then another thing is Peyton was one of our visitors as well. We had a formal meeting with him too at Senior Bowl. So,
I don't know, man. We got a guy named Peyton in the Discord. I don't trust people named Peyton.
All right, so those were the first 2 picks. I got JPJ and Peyton Wilson. So we've sewn up our center.
He runs a 4.4.
I know he's freaking quick, bro. He's really really good.
Ridiculous.
Peyton Wilson. It was what was that other linebacker that we wanted from Arkansas last year that went to Denver? We kept.
Yeah, man.
But
Drew Sanders.
He's a faster Drew Sanders. If you want to go with that. So,
what about Edgerrin Cooper? You like that guy?
I do. I just feel like, Edgerrin Cooper's bigger. So, and that's why I say when we're doing these, it's like I'm drafting with my heart. Like I want him, but I know Zimmer likes bigger linebackers, and Cooper he is bigger but he's not as fast. He makes plays, but he doesn't make plays sideline to sideline like Wilson. So it's like,
You like all these old players. He's a fifth-year player. Now, the good thing is he graded out in the 90th percentile in both coverage and tackling. 90.4 in coverage, 90.5 in tackling. And he had a higher RAS score than Cooper. He had a 9.8. Cooper had a 9.3.
Those 9.8s are, I mean, that means his, that means that he can, like his vert is really high too. His long jump is huge. That long jump is big because
it's like encompasses everything. But 10 is the highest you can go. If 9.8, he's right there.
All right, so we got one more pick, right?
I like that.
This is our After this pick, I think what is our next pick is like it doesn't show because we only did 3, but it's like 170 or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
because we got to skip
every
the fourth
time
round.
I do this,
fourth round pick unless
it breaks my heart to watch all these players get drafted. That's why, and 100 times I would draft. I would.
It's okay though. We got Trey Lance, so it's all right.
I would trade back every single time. But now we go. We have a linebacker and we have a center. Right now I would either go running back.
Go running back, right?
That's really good. Brandon Fisk, he was a combine warrior. Right, he's that guy that ran a 40 that everyone was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he ran that." You know, what was it? It was like a 4.6 40 for that guy, something like that.
Yeah. See what running backs are available. Can you filter
it all the time? So you can go filter by sides of the ball and positions. Right now, for the best fit for us, I know we're only picking 3. If we pick a running back in the 3rd round, it's going to have to. According to this, Blake Corum's the only one that's worthy of a higher pick like that. Some of the other picks will drop back down into like 4th or 5th round, and that's where I think that we should draft our running back. If we don't get a pickup real high like Estime or Corum, I've been preaching Isaiah Davis since the end of the college year. He's a smaller running back.
Yeah. Isn't that where the Vanilla Gorilla went?
No, he went to
the same school.
The other Dakota, North Dakota State.
Oh, North Dakota State. All right, I'm about to say, man, we got 2 running backs.
No, but this kid, that kid Isaiah Davis, like he broke so many records up there. He was just ridiculous. But Audric Estime, but my boy, where did he go? Did he get drafted? Braylon.
Which one?
Where is he? He must have been gone.
He's gone.
But this is him right here. This is the boy right here. This is the steal of the draft
from Louisville. Oh yeah, I remember you sent it in the Discord.
9.9 RAS.
This is another
9.9.
Yeah,
you can't get any high. You can't get a 10.
Another guy you picked that's been in.
You cannot get a 10.
Has been in college for like 17 years. You love these guys that's been in college for all
the transfer portal, man. They're gonna get that. You know, we don't. And the NFL doesn't draft freshmen unless they're a quarterback. I mean, sophomores and juniors.
Yeah. So for the for running backs, the only 3 the Cowboys brought in for their visits, they brought in Benson, which he's already gone.
First, they brought in Ray Davis.
The Estime, and then they brought in Brooks. Those only 3 they brought in for visits.
Well, we had. You're looking at the visits that they just showed the other day, the top 30 visits.
Yeah.
Those and we also had we had a lot of meetings with these guys at the Combine too, and the Senior Bowl. They have. Ray Davis and Jalen Wright are 2 that we met with Marshawn Lloyd too. The USC, he's like a speed back.
Oh, okay.
He's not very big, but he's a speed back. We also met with the kid from Marshall. Where's this kid? I don't know where he is, but I'm sure you can find him.
So who we gonna pick, man?
What do you want to do?
30 seconds left on the clock.
I'm not gonna pick a running back.
You got to send the card in.
I'm gonna go with. Let's do.
What position we need? You think defensive line?
You know what? I'm gonna lie to you. Right here, I'm gonna pick Audric Estime because if we go back to 147 and don't pick a running back,
I'm okay with that.
Audric Estime right here would be the pick that I would like to pick. So the first 3 rounds.
So the guy you like from Louisville, where should he?
Yeah, he's gonna go like. Probably the first of the 5th round. He's going up high. He's like ranked like 177 or something like that. He's not going to go very.
So, how shocked would you be if they chose 2 running backs?
I wouldn't be very shocked at all.
Considering Rico Dowdle is like the best running back.
Yeah, because like if you go back, if we went, I guess we can't go back, but if we went back and looked at the stats or look at the other running backs who are available, if we picked a bigger back like Estime or Braylon or anybody like that or Guerrero like we're talking about, we can go back and cherry pick like another quick back, like the guy from Marshall or the guy from USC, where let's find our third down back, because right now we don't have it. Well, what are we going to do? We just don't have anybody there that fits that role. We have a mini guy, a little tiny mini guy, but yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah, because right now we got Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn is the backup, Malik Davis is third, and then Snoop Connor, we picked him up.
He's a camp body.
And then at fullback we got Hunter. Man, we got Hunter Lepke, the Vanilla Gorilla. So Rico Dowdle is the best option we got, and he's not striking fear in anyone's heart. They're gonna just put 4 down linemen to make Dak pass into 8 people every down if Rico Dowdle's our starter.
We also have to remember, our free agency is not over yet, and there's a lot of backs that are still out there.
Dobbins is still out there. Dobbins out there. Zeke is out there.
If Zeke comes out,
Cook is out there.
Zeke just screams Dallas Cowboys right now.
He does.
We're paying him $6 million.
You know what? And I'm pretty sure that he's just like, man, my body's worn down. I'm not coming to OTAs. I'm gonna show up midway through training camp in July and just come in so my body can be fresh. I'm not gonna go through all that wear and tear before the season starts. If I was him, I wouldn't do it.
I definitely would do that.
Even if I know today I'm signing with Dallas, I'm not signing yet.
I get you. I think I have it in my heart. I just have a feeling that Zeke's going to sign with us, and I'm just saying that like our free agency is not done even a little bit. We have to wait for our post June money. We have to after the draft our UDFAs, the undrafted free agents. I mean, we're magic.
Got to get those guys.
I mean, we're gonna be just fine. But this was fun.
Yep. Add the UDFAs, the actual draft picks, and a few. We still have like anywhere from 12 to 13 players we got to add to this team who are not on this team right now. So maybe we got some shuffling.
Jerry, all you got to do is bring me in, and I'll be an advisor on this.
So we'll do that. We got our center. We got what was our second?
We got JPJ, and then we drafted Peyton Wilson, and then we drafted a running back.
Peyton Wilson, linebacker, and then running back. And I'm okay with that. And I'm okay if we swap and get a blue chip running back and then get a tackle in the second round. But usually the best ones are in the first round. When it comes to offensive linemen, usually the best ones are in the first round. I would rather go that
the other day first. I did a mock draft and I posted it, and like a bunch of people were saying this is kind of it was like a sneaky perfect draft. I didn't trade anybody, and I just picked from what we need and what was available and kind of BPA. But what I did was I picked Jackson Powers Johnson first, then I picked Devondre Sweat in the second because he was there. Then I picked Kieran Amadije. Like he's a tackle out of Yale. His RAD score was like 9.7 something. Long arms, great young kid. Then I picked Isaac Guerendo, the running back from Louisville, in the 5th. And then I went out on a limb and I picked a quarterback for the first time in a long time. I picked Joe Milton.
Which one?
Joe Milton out of Tennessee. In the 5th. He reminds me a lot of Dak, man. He's got a cannon. He's tall. He's athletic. Yeah. We'd pick him up in the 5th, just like we did with Dak. What was he in the 4th? And then my last 2 picks I picked was Darius Masau. He was that linebacker from UCLA with a lot of pop in him. And then my final pick was Al Blades Jr. Got to bring some NFL blood back to So
I see you. You picked the quarterback in the 4th round and the 5th round. So we got Trey Lance and then the guy from Tennessee.
I don't think
I like that.
Going to be on our team.
Good move.
Long, man. Believe me. I can't. I just don't think Jerry's his ego says this guy. I traded for him. He didn't help me at all. He hasn't been on the field yet. I think he's going to trade.
I actually want him to work out. I want him to ball out in preseason to where they like let's get a 3rd or 4th round for Rush for next year or whatever.
If he's good, I just don't see him sitting on the bench. There's no reason for that. To be honest, if he's good, then get him out to another team that will play him, and let's get some capital back.
Well, all right. That's it, folks. That's 3 rounds. Next week we'll recap. So write these down, and then we'll try to go through. We'll start off with this so we can go through those 3 and try maybe do another one and try to go all 6 picks we got. We don't have a 4th.
We can do it real quick. We'll let it go.
We'll try to go all 6 picks. Like so we'll do that next week. See how it goes. Hopefully, no Cowboys players get kidnapped or get in the road rage accidents on the highway and try to walk away from it. Yeah. Don't hang around with Rashid Rice. Stay away from him.
Sheesh.
Yeah, we didn't. And I was in Dallas, too. That was on the news here.
But anyway. You know that was the it was funny. I was going through some TikToks and I saw the one where he was driving out of his neighborhood and all the kids were like waving at him with signs like "Go win the Super Bowl."
Yeah, I saw that too.
His Corvette, bro. He just left that Corvette on the street. So and like one dude was like, "Oh, you're just gonna leave your cars like that?" I guess you stole them.
Yeah, like man, he probably rented it. Like he probably didn't even buy it. He rented it from one of those dealerships that rent.
I want to be rich enough that I can just crash something and walk away from it.
Just walk away.
I just don't want to get caught with these guns and drugs.
Yeah, whatever's in there, hookers and cocaine.
All right, man.
Anyway, well, all right, folks.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you. That's the Victory Formation Podcast. Like us on Facebook. No, we're not on Facebook. Be on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter.
I'll post something up on Facebook.
YouTube. Go find us. Subscribe and like. Tell your friends, and we'll talk more next week.
Go. See for life, baby. We'll love you guys. Hug your kids.
All right, we'll holler at you.
Cause how you walking with a lion got me feeling like Micah. I've been known to wear the team on my back like a biker. Shorty won't be with a star, but you lucky if I invite you. We can take it to the next spot. They yelling like Prescott. Everybody like, there ain't no breaks, no rest stop. We tryna get your head chopped. The whole club yelling. Everybody.